Hello students, today we are going to discuss the concept of poverty. Students, it is easy to identify the poor and poverty, but it is very difficult to define it. However, efforts have been made to define poverty. Poverty may be defined as a situation in which a person is unable to secure even his basic requirements. So these requirements includes the minimum human needs in respects of food, clothing, housing, education, drinking water, sanitations, and healthcare facilities, etc. So, poverty is thus defined as a lack of income to acquire the minimum necessities of life, or we have to say it is the inability to fulfill the basic requirements or needs of the life, such as food, shelter, clothing, etc. So, a person is not able to earn sufficient money to fulfill the basic needs. So, students, when we talk about the measures of poverty, there are two measures to determine the extent of poverty. It's absolute poverty and the relative poverty. Students, absolute poverty refers to the total number of people living below the poverty line. So, this concept is relevant as it measures the number of poor people. So, the concept of poverty line is used to measure absolute poverty. When we talk about the relative poverty, it refers to the poverty in comparison to the other people, regions, or nations. So, the class or group of people belonging to lower income group is treated as poor in comparison to the group of people having higher income or standard of living. So, relative poverty exists in every country as there is an unequal distribution of income within the country. So, absolute poverty is basically decided by the income of the person himself, whereas relative poverty is decided by the income level of other person. Absolute poverty measure using poverty line, whereas the relative poverty may or may not related to poverty line. Absolute poverty is more common in developing and underdeveloped countries, whereas relative poverty is more common in developing and developed countries. So, rural poor and urban poor. Poor includes landless agricultural laborers, marginal farmers as the example of rural poor, whereas the example of urban poor is casual factory workers, self-employed street vendors, migrant workers from villages to urban areas. So, urban poverty is mainly the spillover of the rural poverty. So, students, when we categorize, or we have to say there are three broad categories or three broad groups to explain the concept of poverty. First one is the chronic poor, second is the churning poor or non-poor, and third one is the transit poor. Chronic poor includes two kinds of people: peoples who are always poor, and second is the people who are usually poor but sometimes may have income higher than the poverty line, for example casual workers. Second is the churning, or we have to non-poor. So this category belongs to those peoples who are never poor, who regularly move in and out of the poverty. For example, small farmers and seasonal workers. And the last categorization and the last broad group is transit poor. So these are occasionally poor who are rich most of the times, but may sometimes have a patch of bad luck. So, this category includes two types of poor people. First is the churning poor, those who sometimes remain poor and sometimes cross the poverty line. That is that they are moving in and out of poverty. For example, small farmers, seasonal workers, etc. And second categorization is the occasionally poor. Occasionally poor means these people normally have income higher than the poverty line, but due to bad phase in life, so sometimes may remain below the poverty line. I hope all of you have understand the concept of meaning of poverty and its category.